So very excited to be talking about these new product launches, and I want to thank everyone for joining us today. As I mentioned, this is being recorded and we will send this out after we wrap up the webinar, so you can refer back to it. If there are any questions afterwards, feel free to email, obviously, and of course, book a meeting time if you want to sort of delve a little bit deeper. But the whole reason for setting up this session, all of you and our clients globally were asking for more integrated, modern tools to solve a lot of different problems. And what we've really tried to do is make it our mantra to continue evolving our tech stack. And I'll take you through why that's been possible and why it is so exciting. But first of all, welcome everyone to our new product launch. 3 new products to run through with you today. And I'm going to have occasional issues with my screen and stopping sharing. So I apologize for that. Please scream at me if I'm talking and my screen is not there. So first of all, we've opened this up to our clients to learn about these and have the first chance to get in. We've got some special offers and things as well to get you on board, and you can help us keep sharing and evolving this technology. So welcome. Rick and I will be presenting today, and feel free, any questions, just hit the chat button down the bottom right, type them in, or we will have Q&A after the event. So welcome everyone. Now, what I wanted just to describe and why and how we've been able to do so many platforms so quickly. All of you on this call probably really know us for websites. That's still our foundational product. It's how you build a successful brand online, especially now that AI's hit the ground. I can tell you confidently that your Shazamme website platform is as cutting edge as it can possibly be, with absolutely everything you need to be found on AI. There are a lot of tips, tools, and tricks that we've run webinars. If you'd like, gee, what I might do with this being sent out, I might also send links to the webinar on how to optimize your brand, because we want you guys coming along for the journey. The world is changing as we know it, and there's a massive opportunity for you right now to leapfrog all of your competitors if you do things and follow the recipe. So websites is still our foundational product. Now, what most of you that are sitting on this call will know is our integration layer really is game-changing. It is integrations in a box. We've got over 45 different integrations with different ATS platforms. Some of the most sophisticated ones are Bullhorn, JobAdder, Loxo, Crelate, and there's Salesforce platforms. There's lots of them. But what Shazamme Stack Sync is, we've given it a name, is our integration layer that sits above everything we do. It's the brains, it's the data, the analytics, it's the pushing of the information both into and out of Shazamme to your ATSs. So what this has allowed us to do is deploy other platforms really, really quickly and successfully. So first one, Kaboom IQ. Think of this as a data and analytics platform. Normally, data and analytics platforms, a lot of our clients were going and trying to build things themselves using different technology, or they're paying quite expensive rates to build things out with other providers. We thought, we've got all the information, we've got access to all the information, we can build in a data and analytics platform and productize it. So it comes with a batch of amazing dashboards that we'll take you through and show you, that you can then run reports and delve as deep as you like into your business, into your consultants' successes, into which clients are bringing the most revenue, who haven't you been working with and talking to you that you should be, and also gamification style, so your consultants can see how they're tracking against their peers. So that's pretty cool. I will also say all of these products are purchasable standalone. You don't have to have a Shazamme website. You don't have to have all of these. You can choose what you want. We've got RefMe. We're constantly being told that references were expensive. So we introduced just a flat $5 a reference check per candidate, as many references as you like for $5. It's integrated. It's SMS optimized, as well as email automation. So we'll take you through that. And we've also got my personal favorite, as much as I love the others, Shout Lab. And that is recruitment marketing in a box, really sophisticated marketing automation that's easy to use, drag and drop. AI can write workflows for emails for you. It can build newsletters. It can do quizzes and surveys, and it also does SMS. And it's all integrated, which is the most important thing. So main thing I just wanted to share is StackSync has made this possible. We're also, what's not on here that's coming very soon, or it's literally launching now, is also AI chat and voice technology, which is looking very exciting as well. So stay tuned for that one. So I think I've really sort of already run through like a bit of a snippet of this, so I won't sort of focus on this, but RefMe, maybe Rick, if we can jump in and take everyone through the reference checking. This one's quite a quick demo, just on the reference checking platform. There is a free trial available on the RefMe platform, and it's very easy. You just go sign up and you'll be given access. Give it a go. If you like it, awesome. If you don't want to use it, that's fine as well. But you can go in there, and I think hopefully it'll save you some money and also really make the reference checking process very easy.
All right. I'll share my screen and hopefully that will work.
And hello to the newcomers as well. This is being recorded and we will share this with you after the presentation.
Great. So reference checking is obviously a key part of recruitment. So what we've done is we've created a reference checking system integrated to, at this stage, as you'll see, JobAdder, Bullhorn, and Vincere. They're all up and running. The way it works is it's quite simple. It's actually super simple. You create your users, so you create all your consultants. You might have a couple of admins, and then you build your questionnaires for the business. So you have a selection of questionnaires that you can create, and you can select the competencies that you want to inquire for. Then it builds your questionnaire for you. You can add custom questions. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. And you can have a library of them. Once that's done, pretty much your consultants get access to the questionnaires, and they can create their own as well. So they have access to a library of the company questionnaires. They can also create their own as well. And that really is the extent of that part. I'll now share my other screen, which has the user features of it, so showing you what a consultant sees, because that's slightly different.
While Rick's bringing that screen up, also there's no lock-in contracts with this. It's pay as you go, and as mentioned before, flat $5 per candidate, as many references as you like.
So the consultant gets to see how many requested, how many in progress, how many completed, how many archived. You can click through and see where it's up to, see the life cycle of it. You can see IP addresses, so we track every IP address for fraud, and you can see the status. Now, during this process, it will send out reminders, it will send out SMSs. People can do it on their phone. They can, they can pretty much do it any way they like. You can see the questions and the actions on the questionnaires. So yeah, it's relatively very simple. We haven't made it overly complex, and it's obviously mostly driven out of your ATS. So when you're on a candidate in your ATS, it will suck all that information into RefMe, and it will then allow you to send that to the candidate to then fill out the appropriate referees, and they all get their emails, and it's tracked and traced and recorded who's answered it, and then the prompts to follow up are also set. That is it. Very simple.
I'll pause very quickly just in case anyone has any questions in regards to the RefMe platform, but there will be links coming out after this where you can go in and you can sign up and give it a go. And we welcome your feedback, and it is complimentary to use for a period of time. No questions. I think we are good to move on from that one. Just quickly share my screen now. Okay, so the next platform that we are going to be taking you through, this will be a little bit longer demo. There's a lot to show. It's Kaboom IQ. So this is data and analytics, dashboards in a box, ready to go, things you probably didn't even know you needed to be looking at in your business. We've worked very closely with a couple of clients who were trying to create these products themselves, and they may have purchased them through their ATS provider, but they just don't do and report on the things they want, or they're slow and clunky and can't be customized. So we created Kaboom IQ. It is built on Power BI. It does integrate to your ATS and pull through all the relevant data. So this one's very exciting, as you'll see in a minute, how you can delve deeply into all the data and the analytics. But the cool thing that's coming very soon is also, as you land on a dashboard, you can launch AI inside that, and it will give suggestions on exactly what's going on with the data, so that it can summarize it and give you insights that you might not visually sort of be able to put together very, very quickly in one time without looking at the entire dashboard. So welcome to Kaboom IQ. Over to you, Rick.
Yep. So what I'll first show you is, I'll show you the same window, but the concept obviously is very important to understand how we've actually done it, and then show you what the result is. So based on what integration we have, and when my screen shares, based on what integration we have, we pull the data from your ATS, so that we have in our middleware, as Nicole said before, that's called StackSync. So we basically pull all the data out of there, and that's, you know, obviously for auditing purposes, we know that we've got the correct data. Then what you're seeing now is the dashboard Kaboom IQ. So we've got roughly 12 different screens, and all those screens have different drill down effects. So you can drill down here, and it will show you the rest of the data. You have filters you can play with on the side here. You've got multiple screens that you can again drill down in, and you can just keep drilling down. At the top, you'll see you've got departments, you've got names of consultants, you've got clients, you've got industries, you've got dates. So you can slice and dice as much as you want, and you can drill down wherever you want into it. So as you can see, there's a lot of information in here that's designed to give you all of the key stats that you need to have. So yeah, so Nicole, did you want to add anything to that?
Just the things that I know clients had been asking for. I think it was a JobAdder client. They couldn't actually see how many job ads they had listed in a month or a period, and sort of slice and dice that way. All those sorts of things are easily available in this platform. I think we've pretty much thought of everything with the assistance of clients. We are looking to continue evolving this. So if there was something that you said, gee, if you could do this, it'd be a game changer, it'd really help us, we can add it. But I do love, you can narrow down if you're meeting with a consultant to talk about how they're going this month, this quarter. You can slice and dice by consultant. You can slice and dice by client. I do like the functionality where you can look back retrospectively, which clients haven't we engaged with that provided the most income 6 months ago, but we're not actually bringing any income at the moment from them. There's a question there from Mike. Rick?
Yeah, don't know what Uberjar is. What is Uberjar is my question there.
feel free to jump on speaker if you want, Mike, if it's easier.
Behaviour's temp software that's growing quite big traction in the UK. It's used in a lot of the big companies now for managing the staff.
Great. So is it an ATS or something slightly different?
Yeah, it's a temp. It's basically a temp management software. So it does a similar job to an ATS, but it's based for temp workers.
Yeah.
Great. We'll have a look and contact them.
I've got
Yeah,
the
if you've got
contacts
an
to do that as well.
Yeah, please, if you can send through who, that'll make it a lot easier, and we can reach out. As long as they've got open APIs, it should be easily doable.
Yeah, they've got APIs. They're quite a big company. They're based in Israel, but they've gaining traction in the UK, but also in the US as well.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Love
Awesome. Yeah. Any other questions, or anyone wondering, can it tell me this, that, or the other?
So right now it's integrated with Bullhorn and JobAdder. Vincere is next, and then after that we'll do Loxo and maybe Uberjar.
Yeah, and Salesforce too. Yeah.
Salesforce, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So we'll scoot along to the next one. There's a lot to talk about with this one. And it's definitely a way to get your brand out into the market to the right people. So we're going to take you through now Shout Lab. So think marketing automation, think email marketing, think lots of data and analytics, quizzes, surveys, reviews, social media, multi-posting, newsletters, AI built in, so it can create sophisticated workflows very easily for you. And you can literally get it to, as an example, I want to email all clients that have applied for a finance role in the past, all candidates that have applied for a finance role in the last 12 months that weren't successful, or everyone I placed 2 years ago into sales roles in a particular location, I want to send this. Or I want to email my entire database and get them to update their phone number, their email, ask them when they're next ready for a new job, or anything that you think about, you can set up and email them. Automated triggers can be set up in the workflow when a candidate is placed, automatically send them a review request. 6 months check-ins, same with employers or clients. You can ask them as many or as few questions as you like to get them on board too. So over to you, Rick.
Yep. So in a similar fashion, how we've got Kaboom IQ pulling all the data from your ATS, this works in a very similar way. We basically have a bidirectional sync from your ATS, and so all of the data will be filled out. So for example, your ATS candidate ID, and you'll see all the fields here: candidate ratings, recruiter's name, candidate status, notice periods, anything that you have nominated to pull across in here will be sitting in this database. Now, as Nicole mentioned, this is only the starting point, because once you've got that, you can then build your smart list. So what I've done here is created a smart list for technology candidates tagged. You can have workday candidates tagged. You can have your clients tagged. So you've got all these lists all of a sudden dynamically being created based on what comes out of your ATS. So that's the absolute starting point. Once you then have your data, you can then SMS them, WhatsApp them, email them. You'll have ultimately tasks and notes also able to be synced from your ATS, and a booking link as well if you want to go down the path of using this as a booking link where you can then schedule appointments either for clients or candidates. So we've put a big focus on this being a sales tool as well, so to attract clients and to manage them through the opportunities as well. So lead, qualified, etc., and you can put workflows, smart workflows against that as well. All of these fields here are customizable, and you can easily add more custom fields as well, which is very easy. So we have that, and we also track everything, audit log, so you can exactly see what has happened and how people became to have this tag or another tag, etc. All of that is tracked very accurately, and so we can see whether it's updated from the ATS or whether it's updated manually, etc. So it's got some real good auditing capabilities. The one thing that we also wanted to do is, rather than have one unsubscribe, you can have at the moment up to 5 unsubscribes. So for example, they don't want to get your newsletter, but they do want to hear about your business, and they may also want to hear about job opportunities. So you can actually have different unsubscribes per message. So this is around the contact records. Then we go into marketing. So as Nicole mentioned, we do have a social planner, social manager, where you can post, if you have all of your consultants connected, for example, you have 50 consultants connected, you can then just select those consultants and you can then send a message on their behalf into their LinkedIn account. It's all secure. You're only able to post. Obviously, they need to approve it, but what it takes away is the frustration that everyone has always to get recruiters to post news to their profile.
So one social post, it could be a blog, it could be anything that you want to get out into the World Wide Web. It can post to all of the consultants' profiles at one time, or you can drip feed them. It can post to your company profiles. Google My Business, very important, you're posting to that. It can post to Facebook and Instagram, TikTok if you do them, and lots of other platforms, and it can do it all at once. So saving you time. There's a calendar in there. It will also, once you get going, it will automatically schedule for the times that it knows you get the best engagement. And then there's lots of data and analytics around it as well.
Great. So then we move on to email marketing. So think this as the starting point of campaigns. So sending newsletters or general campaigns. The workflow ones we'll get onto are more your automations, which have very extensive automations and logic in there. So with everything, you will get full stats of what's delivered, what's opened, what's bounced, what's unsubscribed, etc., and the full stats are available in that. You will have your workflow. We did one small one here that you can see. It's a good luck with your job start date, which you can do.
So with this one, think you've just agreed or someone's accepted a candidate. You might then approve them, and then you can set up these trigger workflows. Is just one user case where it could be contact numbers, information all goes out automated and automatically to the candidates, and also could go to the employer as well. So you can get as really nitty gritty as you like with these, with different triggers.
Yep. So the triggers are pretty cool in that you can just let me delete that. You can add any type of trigger to it that you want, and so making a mess here, and you have multiple options here. So you can do if-else statements where you can branch off into different ones. If this happens, then that happens. You can add delays, you can have drip mode, you can pretty much add anything. And the beauty is as well, which obviously you won't be able to see here, you can see which people get enrolled into it and what actions they've taken as well, and how they drop in or drop out of workflows. So just going back to the marketing, the emails. So showing you the email builder. So you can build beautiful emails from templates, or you can create your own template. So I'll just create one.
While Rick's bringing that up as well, this is also backed by our 24/7 chat support. So you will be able to get assistance if you want it. All of this platform also has SMS. So you can send these things via SMS as well, which is cool. And there's lots of different triggers on that also.
So chosen here to choose a template, so you can just replace that with your logo from your library. So you have a big library of images where you can select, and then you can, just as with all of our stuff, you can drag and drop things in as you want to build your beautiful email template with content out of the database as well. You can add products, you can add sliders, you can do all sorts of crazy things that you want to. So it's very simple to do. So once you've got that, you can also manage it for mobile and desktop, and a bunch of other stuff in there as well. So
once you've created it, you can duplicate it and use it for the next newsletter. Easily customize it, copy it, whatever you want to do.
Send test emails, do all sorts of stuff. So that is your email marketing. And then the automation, which we briefly ran through, but it does have AI to help you, so you can create.
Love this, because creating these workflows is an absolute nightmare normally.
To new leads, for example, and then it will just go away and generate that. I'll let that generate in the background for a bit. You will be able to also have forms, quizzes, QR codes as well. So your surveys, for example, interview feedback. So once an interview has been closed or changed a date, you can then have this go out, and that will then go against the candidate's record based on email. And then that's a survey. And you've got the same for quizzes. You can do quizzes on, are you ready to move? And then you've got your QR codes as well. So some additional stuff here, which is quite cool. Let me go back to the AI. So it's still thinking, but you'll see in a minute that it's basically created a full workflow based on what I've given it. Trigger, new lead created. So as soon as a new lead is created, send and welcome email 1. Text is there. So it's even written the text based on what it knows about the business. Wait 1 day. You can make it 7 days. You can make it however many days. Send another email, blah, blah, blah. And everything is then tracked. So if they then go into the enrollment, you'll see who the contact is that's enrolled. You can see their actions and see how long they stay into that that workflow for. That's a bit of fun for creating very good automations.
Very easy to add to that workflow. So if you want to add triggers, or you want to go back to the AI to get it to create further workflows, you can override things, add things very, very simply. And as we said, the biggest thing is support's on hand to help you with any questions. You're set up and onboarded very, very quickly, and there's a full library of how-tos in here. Once you get the hang of it and you're confident sort of moving around in here, really it's limitless what you can achieve with this.
Yep. So you have the ability to create folders, so you can manage things through the process, candidates and clients. So good luck start email. All very exciting.
It can, and we've got a couple of clients who've come on board. Well, we've actually had a few clients that were trying to get something like this and went down the route of like trying to use HubSpot. Obviously, problem is it doesn't integrate, even though they say it did. People were spending lots and lots of money trying to make it work just to solve this problem. This can and could be used also for BD, where in this platform there actually is capabilities for opportunities and being able to see things in a from a sales standpoint and opportunity standpoint, which is pretty cool too, where you can move people through the board from new lead, contacted, prop sent. So if you do have requirements for that, you can use it for that as well. Any questions or anything anyone on the call would like to see? It's obviously very quick run-throughs here. And this one does have a free trial where you can play around, as does RefMe, Kaboom IQ. That one doesn't, but we are happy to jump on and do more in depth with you with that one if there's questions.
Yeah, I can't understate the complexity yet the simplicity of this system. So you can see, for example, the tags here. You can assign new tags based on what actions people take. So if they click on something, give it a new tag, roll them into a new workflow. If they respond, send them a different message to if they don't respond. If they don't respond, send them a follow-up in 3 days, change the tag. Like it is extremely sophisticated yet simple, because we've made it simple with the support and the ease of use, so that you can actually do things that you've probably had on your list for years to do, that you can now finally make happen. And it includes SMS, WhatsApp, and email as well.
Regarding pricing, Mike, it's based on size of company. So ideally we catch up and I can send you pricing specifically based on your requirements, but I think you'll find that it's extremely cost effective in comparison to anything else in the space. We've not taken a per seat model. It's a bundle model. So everyone's been quite excited by the pricing. Any other questions? And I do have pricing, sort of foundational pricing that I can share, starting at 165. Where are we? Around 165 to around 700 per month. But I can send through based on, if anyone wants pricing, just ping me and I'll send it through based on the size of your company.
Yeah. And just to confirm again, it is bi-directional, so you can actually use this to clean your ATS up in a much easier way by using tags and getting information back into here that then flows into your ATS as well.
So that was a couple of good ones, Rick. Was are you looking for work in the next 6 to 12 months? Would you be open to an opportunity? Yes or no? Then that triggers something. Reaching out to hiring managers. Are you interested in talent in the next 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months? If you want to make sure you've got everyone's mobile phone numbers, sending out that email so that you can then SMS people really anything you want to. I do have someone who was wanting to set up automated emails to go out based on, we've got these roles available, and sending them straight through to the job board. So it can really be sliced and diced. This will come with a set of pre-laid out templates for the email marketing, but you've seen how easy they are to tweak and customize for you.
Surely there are some questions.
Everyone's so wowed, they're just sitting back with their mouths gaping open.
Mm-hmm.
Or we put them to sleep with our dulcet tones.
That will never be the case. All right.
Anyone who is interested in this, please do send an email. Does it integrate with Google Business, Rick?
Yes, Google My Business. It's integrated with Google My Business.
The social posting and everything.
Yep. Yeah. Social posting. Yep. Just need to connect it. So these are all the Google Business profile: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Pinterest, YouTube, and Blue Sky.
Awesome. Well, that's pretty much a wrap. We're here to answer questions if people want to pop on and ask them, whether it's about these products or anything else. As I said, we will send out a recording of this as well, so you've got that.
Great. I'll stop sharing.
Excellent. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for joining, and we are here to answer questions. Please just send us an email or give us a call. Stopping the recording.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.